Hey guys, welcome back to another video on King Witheria, and I know I did upload a video the other day saying this was going to be postponed, and hopefully, I haven't started editing yet. I recorded this before I actually started the video, and basically this is the intro, so yeah, welcome back. Basically, yeah, hopefully this does end up as good as I was expecting. Usually it does when I take a little bit of extra time, when I just try and rush it out. Usually it ends up way worse, but usually a lot of times when I actually take the time, it ends up a lot better. Anyways, let's just get into it. Basically, today, I am here to do something I thought was pretty interesting. I'm here to talk about, it's kind of like a personal experience thing, but, have you ever been out there, you're on the internet, you're playing Xbox, you're, talking to, you're in a YouTube group on Skype, and, you're just playing, or, you're talking to a friend or whatever, and then you just start talking to this one person in the game, or whatever you're doing, you just start talking to people, and, you become friends with them. Gosh, can I speak, please? You become friends with them, you start talking to them a little bit, and, they just start giving out a whole bunch of information to you right off the bat. They say, oh, here's blah, 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 and well, maybe not necessarily, like, right off the bat, but I'm here to share with you some personal information, like information that other people, like personal information, things that people have told me. I'm here to share with you 10 things that I've experienced and my friends have experienced that they've told me about, that random people they just met were willing to offer to them, maybe because it was for different reasons, or each for different reasons, but they were willing to offer to them, like, just like that, like the snap of their fingers, they're willing to tell them. Some of these aren't as bad as the others, but, let's get right into this, and thank you all for watching. So, yeah, let's get into this. Okay, guys, so the first one we have here for today is, and these are in no particular order, so it's not from, oh, this one's the most one I see, this one is the least one I see. These are just randomly ordered. I just thought of 10 ones I could remember, basically, but this first one is kind of like the one you hear the most of. And that's name. The first one is name. It's like people give out their names so easily, and I mean, I would say personally, I don't think first name is that bad, but if you give out your full name, your first or your just first and last name, I think that's a lot worse. But yeah, basically, I'm just listing these off. Name is the first one. Basically, like, oh, hi, my name is Bob. I don't find that bad, because there's probably like a million Bobs in the world. How am I supposed to know what Bob you are? Or if you say I'm Bob Smith, well then that narrows it down quite a bit. I mean, there's probably some Bob Smiths in the world, so you probably have a few to choose from, but I mean, that does narrow it down. So anyways, that's the first one, name. Okay, so the second one is, I decided to put this one actually in order. The rest of these are not going to be in order of, most common, but these are the top two most common, top two most common that, I see. And basically, the second most common I see is age. You're just randomly playing, you're playing around, you're like, oh, hey, Bob Smith, let's just use that. Hey, Bob, I've been playing with you for the past hour. About how old are you? And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm 13, 15, 20, 5. You can't judge these people, There are some 5-year-olds around. But anyways, that's the next one I hear. Yeah, I don't know how to make this any more exciting. I'm just basically sharing my personal experiences and other people's. And I've met a lot of people on Xbox, a lot of people on Skype, a lot of people on Discord, and on YouTube. And basically, hey, I decided, why not? Let's make this video. Why not? 'Cause ow. Yeah, let's just move on. Okay, so we're going to go into these next two a lot faster. We're going to take these next two now instead of splitting them up. So basically, the next one I have is where the person lives. And by where the person lives, I mean, like, mainly, usually the country. Not always, like, it depends on, like, like if they say, oh, I live in the US, well then, sometimes that includes the state. A lot of times it does. But if they say, like, oh, I live in the UK, sometimes it's a city or something. But basically, a lot of people just go like, hey, I live in the UK, the US. But I don't find that one that as bad. But when they say, oh, I live in blah, 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 this, and then, oh, okay. Then number 4 is address. I've actually had people tell me where they live. I mean, you know who you are. Yeah. Anyways, I've had people tell me like their actual address, and just, yeah, basically that's yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's just, yeah. Number, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? Yeah, 5. Number 5 is the person's birth date, so that's something else that I have been told that people say their birth date is, they say like, oh, my birth date is this. I mean, that can be useful for some situations, I guess, for certain things, but really that's not super useful. It's not really that bad. I don't honestly, I don't know how stuff is, because for things like if people are going to try and like hack accounts of yours, I don't know what's the most useful for them. Obviously, a couple of these that are coming up are more useful for people. Anyways, yeah, the 5th one is birth date. That's another one. Yeah, once again, no in particular order, just yeah. Okay, so the next one, number 5, what? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6, sorry, I can't count. I don't have these numbered, I'm just, okay, number 6, and number 7 are gonna kind of go together, but, like, people give out their passwords, and usually, if you give out your passwords, like, you can't really get into stuff, but I mean, like, usually they give out their passwords with something else, like, if they give out an account, something like you give your Steam account with your password. So basically, this next one, number 7, emails. Basically, people give out, like, not like, oh, here's a copy of an email YouTube sent me, like, no, like, accounts. Like, if you have, like, say you have a YouTube account at bobsmith@gmail.com, well, they give them the bobsmith@gmail.com and say your password is 1234. They give them the 1234 password. That's what I'm talking about. Basically, that's what people do. They just give passwords and emails. I mean, that one's that one's a lot less common, but a couple people have. But that's I mean, it depends on what account it is. Otherwise, it's not really bad, and it depends on what the purpose of the account is. Number 8 is something that's like a lot more personal. That is really kind of uncommon, that not a lot of people give out unless you've talked to them for years, you're really good friends with them. That's kind of usually the most common state. And there are a couple people, this is with me, but the next, number 8 is phone number. So basically, whatever your number is, wherever you live, whatever the area code and all that is, I'm not going to recite a number, because the only one I can think of is mine right now, and yeah, mine. So I'm not going to make up some random number, but like a phone number that's like 7 digits, 9, or I know they're different in different countries. However number your regular phone numbers are, basically like cell phones, home phone numbers, like landlines, basically people just give those out and then, call them and text them. And I mean, that's usually for more of a personal reason, but I guess that could be kind of be bad, because someone, you gave them, someone's trying to hack your YouTube channel, they had your phone number, you could kind of get through verification. Actually, no, you couldn't. Why okay, I'm stupid. You can't do that because it sends an email or calls them, or text. Yeah, move along, cat. Okay, so the next one I have here, this one's a lot more serious. Like, when I say a lot more, this is a lot more, and this one is pretty recent, along with the next one. They're kind of tying together. But basically, this one's a lot more serious. People have offered, not me, okay? People have offered, like, friends, people have told me, random people online, like, say you're on a certain game and you're asking them to, like, on certain games you can, like, trade items or do different stuff, and you're asking them to trade or something, or you're asking people to game share or something, or give you free games or somehow do that. Some people have offered, some of my friends say, oh, you know what, no, that's too complicated, I'll just send over my credit card information, and then you can just buy the game. There you go. And personally, not even gonna be blunt here, not even gonna lie, that is probably one of the stupidest things you could do. You just say, oh, I could give you my my account and password. But that's no. You could do too many things with that. Like, so I'm gonna give you my credit card information because I guess you could know the person really well, but in a lot of cases I've heard is that they've just met random strangers, and you know, like within a couple hours they're just like offering their credit card information. Obviously, the people turned them down. They didn't take their credit card information because that's just bad. So that's one thing. If you're gonna give people information, I mean, your first name isn't as bad, I have to say, but giving them your credit card information is a big no for me. No, that'd be honestly stupid. And that was number 9, right? Yeah, number 10, the last one we have for today is basically the last one is money. So that ties in with credit card, and you know, you're not really able to like give people, I don't know how to explain this, but basically that one ties a lot in with credit card, because usually that's the only way to really do it over the internet. But basically, this is kind of the thing where maybe you just like, you can put in your credit card information on certain things and donate them to people, like. But I'm not trying to make like donations something. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, there is a way for you to give people like money, either using your credit card or actually give them like legit money. Basically, yeah, people like give money, or money in the form of games. Like someone may buy you, like on Steam, you buy someone a game and you send it to them. Well, usually you kind of do that with your friends. I've done that with my friends, but basically it's like, you know, doing it with a random stranger you met 5 minutes ago. Well, that's kind of, I mean, I realize, oh yeah, it depends on what it's for, but you know, whatever. Anyways, that's the list I have for today. I did do a lot of speed in the last couple just because the video is getting really long. I didn't want to drag it out, and I didn't think that I needed to do those little 5-second breaks in between each time to get that done. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy hearing kind of some of my stories about what I've experienced, yeah, leave a like. And if you guys have any of your own personal information story type stuff where people have told you or you've told other people, just what have you told them? You can tell me in the comments below if you've told them something, like anything that's not on this list that you can think of that you've been told or told somebody else. Leave that in the comments below. I'm really interested to hear what people might say about, you know, what they've given random people online information for. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It does mean a lot to all you who do watch this channel. This channel isn't very big, so it does mean a lot. Just trying to come up with ideas. Let me know in the comments too, also, if this was a good idea. I don't know. This didn't turn out quite as I expected, but hopefully you did enjoy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.